Promote Jesus Christ in life. It'll be the greatest achievement I have ever accomplished before I leave this world. And those that hunger and thirst for righteousness will be filled. And I believe that in my heart. And God fills me every day if I give Him a heart that is refillable. He goes on and he says something here that we got to constantly coach ourselves. Verse 7, Scott, put your name here. Mothers, listen, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Moms are good with mercy. And moms full of Jesus are the best when it comes to mercy. There's been many times in my life I see something and I think, well, they don't deserve mercy. And God says, don't pull that blanket of mercy off them, for it will come off of you, Scott. You ever pull the covers off somebody? You be sleeping with your husband, right? You pull the covers off. You know, you can't do that with grace. You may roll yourself up like a burrito in all the blankets and leave that person without any. But with grace, if you pull that blanket off of them, it comes off of you. So when God give me mercy and save me one day, I must look at the worst, nastiest person that I don't like and say, I'll have the mercy on you God had on me. That's right. Us Christians, we love people, but we don't like everybody, do we? That's right. Well, you want me to tell you something prettier? That is the truth. It's hard to like some people. Do you think Jesus liked us all the time? There was many times if I'd have been Jesus, I would have looked at me and said, what an idiot. He probably did say it, but in a godly way, some way, a Jesus way. Mercy. What does it say about the recipients of it? Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. You want someone to have mercy on you? You share it with somebody else. Because I promise you, it'll come back around. It will come back around. You will need that mercy sooner or later. I had a weirdest occurrence the other day happen. I don't know if it has anything to do with that, but I'm coming down from work. I'm coming down the hill, and I go over here because I'm going in a Christian bookstore. I'm going to get some bulletin stock or something. And I did not put my blinker on. Bad blinker person. I didn't turn my blinker on. This car was waiting, and as I pull, she hollers out the window. It's a woman, and she's mad, and she said, "Hey, try the blinker!" And I'm like, oh. And then she pulls behind me, and I'm thinking. And then I pull left to cut into the bookstore, and I'm thinking, she's cutting my, oh man, please don't be going to the bookstore. So I pull in, and she's following me, and she goes on past. I'm at the bookstore. Here's the Tudor's drive-thru, and she is right there. It is the weirdest thing I'm right there. Awkward. I'm finishing up something. I can't get out of my truck. So I'm just stuck here, like I'm looking like an Eddie. That's how I'm looking at her. I'm looking side her head. She's awkward, hoping the person in front of her hurry up and get through so she can get behind that little thing that has but no, it wasn't working. Just me and her. Oh, it gets worse. I go in. She apparently gets her food. The awkwardness is over. I drive back around, and I'm up, and I park where I always do at work. I pull there and I stop, and just a couple seconds later, this car wheels in front of me and parks dead in front of me. And this woman gets out and she's looking at me strange. She literally stops in her tracks and just looks straight at me. And I'm looking straight at her, and it's not clicking yet. It is that woman. Weird. I called Tori. I told her, I said, this is just the weirdest thing happened to me. And she just looked at me, and I was looking at her, like thinking in my mind, why are you staring at me for? And then it dawns on me. She's looking at me like I'm stalking her, but I was there first. I don't know what happened there or what was going on. So I go in the store, and I'm walking through the store, and I walk right by this lady. She's right. The third occurrence. I'm not kidding. That was the last I saw. But it was just weird. But you know what it reminded me of? I'm glad I wasn't the one that screamed out my window. And I don't know what that deal was about. But at that point, I'm thinking, if I got to leave this store during work hours to keep this woman from thinking I'm stalking her as a lunatic, I'm doing it. But I never saw her again. Merciful. Let me tell you this much, moms. Have mercy on other people's children because yours are going to need mercy at some point. The merciful are those who are saved, exercising the same mercy that God exercised with them. Passing it forward. As people we mentioned in Sunday school downstairs. People will pay a bill, they'll pass that care forward. Let's move on. And the Bible goes on and he tells us in verse 8, Jesus said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." And the pure in heart, the punctuation on this is the heart that is teachable. The pure in heart is one, they're saved. Two, they got an ongoing teachable heart. Why? Three, the Holy Spirit has the free course of sanctification in their life. See, that's what the Holy Spirit does. Constantly, He's just cleaning up your life all the time. See, God saves you through Jesus' act on the cross. And then there's the third one. When you are saved, the Holy Spirit comes in. And the Holy Spirit, not in a condescending way do I mean it, but He is like the guy that is walking around with a doctorate's degree, teaching you what you need to know. But He's also got a mop in a bucket cleaning up your life. See, that's what sanctification means. He's keeping you right with God. If you don't listen to the leading of the Holy Spirit and you have been saved, you are a Christian that is unruly, stiff-necked, stubborn, and not allowing God to have His way in your life. Blessed are the pure in heart. Christian mothers, I encourage you to exercise a heart that is teachable and a Holy Spirit-filled heart before God.